Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this your daily go-getterism number 774 for November 15th, 2016. All right, so tonight I want to talk to y'all about feeling like you've been played and being hell-bent on revenge. You know what? Feeling like you've been played is probably the worst feeling that you could ever have in the world, because it's like that's when you put your love in somebody, trust in somebody, your confidence in somebody. You know, you spend time with a person, you believe in a person, and you've actually invested part the good part of yourself into a person, and you feel like in return for all of that, then they have turned around and tried to do something to you. You know, I mean, getting played can come in so many different forms. It may be that they tried to make you look bad in front of somebody or behind the scenes with somebody. It could be that they tried to poison your water with somebody. It could be that they tried to steal from you. A lot of times it's when somebody tries to steal you, because that is the ultimate way to play somebody. You know, you find out what somebody's stash is. You find out where somebody keeps their money. You borrow their money or whatever. Like, basically, it makes you look like a predator, and you make sure that you get what somebody else has without any intention of ever paying them back, or without them ever finding out that you were the one who stole from them. It can really bring out the worst in a person when they get played, because I know what it's like to feel like you need to get revenge on somebody that tried to play you, because your feelings be hurt. That's the number one problem. Your feelings be hurt. A lot of people try to wave off the fact that feelings were hurt. You know, our pride gets in our way, the ego gets in our way, and everything. But what it really all comes down to is, yeah, our pride gets hurt, and our feelings get hurt, and we want to do something about it. And we believe that getting revenge on somebody will make us feel better about it. So we do what we have to do while we're still in our anger. Some people carry their anger for a long time, and some people carry their anger only for a short time, but they may strike really, really fast. The problem that comes with getting revenge on somebody that has played you is, well, there are multiple problems. So I'll start from the lowest to when it gets, I don't know if you can rank them this way, but just check it out. One of the problems with getting back at somebody that has played you is that you may not be 100% sure that they have played you. You know, a lot of times people start rumors, they poison your water, they go behind your back and make people think that you're not in their corner when you really are in their corner. And if a person is already fragile because of insecurity that they have experienced, from past experience that they've had with somebody that they loved and cared about before, who has played them, they're already going to be on edge trying to make sure that they never get played again, because they don't want their feelings to get hurt again. So when somebody who doesn't have your best interest at heart is coming back to you, telling you that somebody is talking bad about you, somebody ain't your real friend, or somebody is not really loyal to you or dedicated to you and what you're doing. You know, if you're not walking on strong legs to be able to decipher what's real and what's Memorex, you may believe what that person is saying, so you're going to feel played. So it's like, you know, I did all of this stuff for this person, and I looked out for them. You know, they didn't have this before I came along and all that. This is how they do me? All right. So you go back and get them back in whatever way. It may be violence. It may be, this is how windows get busted out in their cars and tires slashed and all kinds of shit. You know, spray painting on the all kinds of crazy stuff. But one of the worst things that can ever happen is that you get revenge on somebody that you find out later did nothing to you. Did nothing to you. It was all a big misunderstanding, a big miscommunication. And now you done went and tore shit up. And of course you're going to feel bad about that. But the worst part about it is that you're probably going to let your pride get in the way, to the point where you might just let it go instead of going back and fixing what you broke. And that's fucked up. So even though you found out that somebody didn't do anything to you, now you too ashamed to go back and tell them that you are sorry for getting at them. What can happen is now they might get back at you. And nobody has done anything wrong to anybody from the beginning, but some other person has poisoned the whole water and got two people at war. And those two people never came to each other and asked each other what's going on. Now, don't get me wrong. There are times when people have played you and you want to get revenge on them. Here's what I'm going to say about this, and then I'm going to be done with that. If you're going to get revenge on somebody that has played you and that you're sure has played you, make sure that when you get revenge on that person, that you're going to feel good about getting them back. Because there's no worse feeling in the world than striking back at somebody and wishing that you had to just chill. Even if they had it coming. If you're going to do something, try to make sure that whatever you do makes you feel good about yourself. And I don't mean just for that time, like, now. What's up now, motherfucker? And you feel good right then and there, and then you go back home and cry your eyes out for a month. Every night. That ain't the way to go. Not only that, but people end up in court, over this kind of stuff and all that. There are really, really dire consequences to tearing shit up. But people gonna tear shit up. It is what it is, man. But, we gotta be careful out here. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. And remember, listen, when it comes to getting played, nobody wants to get played. Nobody wants to get their feelings hurt. Nobody wants to be feeling like they put their trust in somebody and now they got played like they're a little gullible, country bumpkin, straight out of this backwater shit and don't understand what's going on. And, because when you get played, you feel like somebody has played your intelligence, like you're not as smart as they are. But what the real problem is that you are more loving than they are. But you ain't gotta be hell-bent on revenge. Remember what I was saying. If you want to get revenge, make sure that you're going to feel better about yourself when you get revenge. But if you get revenge and you do feel better about yourself in the long run, then that should tell you something about yourself too. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Listen, tomorrow night on the Urban Therapy with Son show, we're talking about... See, we didn't get a chance to do this show last week because of the presidential election, so we had this flip and bounce and shit. And now we're going to do the show this week that we would have done last week. So, the title of the show is The Way That We Come Into This World. So we're going to be talking about how people always say all that really matters when a baby is born is that they are here and that they should be taken care of and provided for. But is that really the case? Does it really not matter the way that we come into this world? Because, some of us come into this world by rape, by incest, by one-night stand, by multiple partners, where you may never know who the father is because there was so many men or whatever that you never got that verified or whatever. Some people come into this world from, let's say, through cheating. So, you are the love child of your mother who was married to a man and your father that was married to a woman and they just got together and here you are. So your family dynamics is all twisted, topsy-turvy and all of that. Does it matter? Does it matter? Does it matter if you were conceived in the back seat of a Jeep on a one-night stand? Does it matter? We're going to get into it tomorrow because, it's so many ways to come into this world. Some of them are respectable and some of them is like, But does it matter? As long as you're here. Let's talk about it. Tomorrow night on the Urban Therapy with Son show, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Call in number 319-527-6199. So I'll check y'all out tomorrow night on the Urban Therapy with Son show. Make sure y'all get with that. That's the 16th. Wednesday night, the 16th of November. Alright? Alright, y'all. Oh, blogtalkradio.com/Sun752. Peace. One.